Truly. And we're live! We are here in the best of 13. Excuse me. Sorry, we're here in the best of 13 Kwos against Latof. Top left, bottom right. And first game is on Poltergeist, Poltergeist, Polter. Look at all those chickens. And it will be Kwos bottom left here against Latof top right. I think both players were in, Latof was in QM. But Kwos was just playing a series against Geoki in the Solo King $4,000 tournament. If you're watching this on YouTube, there will be no footage from FC. There will only be footage for the qualifiers, unfortunately. Simply because I'm busy and we don't have time to stream it unless Matt wants to stream it from the Chinese streams. Obviously, we can't be in the lobbies because of lag. So Kwos just, I would say demolished, but did beat Geoki to 4-2 in the, I think it was the second round preliminaries. So that was pretty nuts as well. Geoki, obviously a Yuri Friends player, not much of an RA2 player himself. So it was, yeah, Kwos would say, as Kwos would say, pretty easy. So we've got double drone here from Latof as we always do. 3 minus for Kwos and towards the bottom left and top right. So Kwos is gonna look to get a double drone in. Double drone goes down in bottom left. Sorry, Latof does get a drone down towards bottom left. Kwos drones himself top right, sorry. Is that second drone gonna come in here? Still here. Drone will be saved, or a miner will be saved. The drone does go down. So 3-4 minus for Latof. Just 3 minus for Kwos. I think he's lacking a refinery here before he wants to go in. And Latof hasn't gotten bottom right either. And Kwos making a beeline dash to his bottom right. Push, 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 push. Center gun out. Oh, start. You estimate your point title and then say why you want the title. Oh, but Kwos pushing it down towards the bottom here. Rhino's outnumbered. Rhino's outnumbered. Rhino's outnumbered. Latof. He's doing well though with the tank control, but the miner does go down either way. Yikes. So miner down for Latof. He still hasn't gotten those gems yet. Looks like Kwos did regain his miner lead. Oh yeah, you are not a mod here. Plus you chose to be VIP instead. I'll change it later. It's fine. No biggies. Rip snark. Yeah, that was a really good push there from Kwos down towards the bottom right. He, with the Rhino advantage, can now move towards the top right. But Kwos doing a really good job so far on 2 more factories. Latof still on that one. He does rebuild that refinery onto gems, so eco will not be an issue for him. But Kwos does get another miner drone here. That's going to be a little bit later for him. Kwos meets a miner from the wall factory. Ballsy. Ballsy. I like it. Double war now for Latof. He is catching up, but Kwos goes with a third war instead. And now Kwos going to move towards the patches over on the top middle side of the map. I realize I don't have enough mods in my chat. unlike Matt, I don't just mod anyone and everyone that I like. This is good from both of them here. Kwos did well with the early pressure. That delayed Latof quite a bit. He now has a radar, and Latof on the other hand did well to hold. And it's gonna go for a mid-game miner drone here. Hopefully gets a miner not nearby the service depot, because that's gonna be pretty irrelevant. You don't trust me. It's not I don't trust you. I asked you, Snark, whether you wanted to be a VIP or a mod, and you chose VIP. So that's on you, bro. That's on you. So Kwos goes for a radar as well and a forward racks. But the lab is out from Latof. And I'm not liking how he hasn't expanded just yet. We can't see his eco. But it's about $2,000 there. Drone goes into one of the rhinos, so it'll be easily taken care of. A miner would have been a better option. Better target. Our players now just holding outcomes that I see. So Kwos is gonna have to pressure for a little bit here. That's the one that I see. I don't know, you can't be a VIP and a mod at the same time. It's pretty dumb, IMO. Yeah. Blame Twitch. Ooh, but Kwos droning Latof back. But I'm just split now, top and bottom. Can't see how many rhinos they have. But there's about 7-10 rhinos here. Down towards the bottom. Latof again, out tanked along the top and along the bottom. He's moving some CV there as well, but not too much of an issue. They're just holding at the moment. I think whoever's going to be the one attacking first will be the one at a disadvantage. But Kwos replies with his own IC and lab. But Latof will get his IC a lot earlier than Kwos will. True, snap. Then again, I don't really do FFGs anymore unless I'm playing QM. So both players prepping to split down along top and bottom here, waiting to go in. I think Latof does out tank around the bottom. Along the top though, Latof is out tanked. Setting some reinforcements towards the bottom. Need some micros minus here a little bit better. Forward wall factory down the bottom, I like that. There's a bunch of quantities that need to push forward a little bit. Alright, so I'll do that after this. But the IC has been ready for Latof for quite a while now. The longer he waits for that IC, the less of a lead he has. I wonder if he's just trying to IC that drone or the drones, but he doesn't go push forward. IC does get popped either way, but Kwos' IC is ready as well. Latof waited way too long for his IC there. And our both players are going to go at each other, both IC, but Kwos is going to go for that IC obviously because he is pushing in forward, and along the bottom he's pushing in as well. Kwos out tanking on both ends, but Kwos does lose that fight along the top there, but he did get that IC down, which I think was the primary target there. What was that from Latof? He waited way too long for the IC. He should have pushed up when his IC was ready. And then forced Kwos an engagement I didn't want to take with those IC rhinos. Tell you what though, he's pushing it down towards the bottom. Pretty even actually. I won't say that he's out tanking. Might be that Kwos is out tanking him actually. Ooh. Almost. So visible all the way here, so he will lose that MCV. Well, I don't know of his final patch of ore. He has one more down the bottom here if he so chooses to push. Kwos still on his final patch now. GG. Yeah, it does seem to be GG here, but Latof isn't giving up just yet. Well, with this War Factory lead that he has... Wait, no, he doesn't have a War Factory lead. Never mind. With the Rhino lead that he has, this will be a big issue. But again, now, Kwos will IC ready. AFK miner from Latof. And out comes that IC drone. That's going to be detrimental. Top half is going to go down like a falling rock. No way that Kwos can save that. And Latof is talking to drones, and he's gonna take this base trade. But the drone side towards the bottom, though. IC goes down for Latof. Kwos pulling back to defend here, but Kwos does have his own drones as well. Let's see who gets the better of this engagement here. Look at the amount of rhinos that Kwos has. Way too many here, I think. And the drones won't do much damage. Kwos. So as Eco Latof now broke and is getting chased all the way back here in this first game. Pretty long game, 9 minutes actually. And Kwos does get that first point on the board. 1-0. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't too sure of that base trade. Yeah, unfortunately, Legend no longer CNC net #1. I'm gonna edit that into the video actually. That's pretty funny. Legend no longer CNC net #1. Not even #1 in his own country. Oh, what a shambles from Legend. What a shambles. What a shambles from Legend. You remember when Legend was CNC net #1? Yeah, I remember. Good times, good times. Beating Andy every single... I think him and Andy will go like all the time. Actually, I think in show matches, at least on the FC channel, Legend still has a positive score against Andy. Actually, I think in terms of show matches, Andy has only won 1 or 2 from Legend, and Legend has maybe won 5 or 6 because those two have been playing so many times. I've been looking to get stats in as well, like what Doofus is doing, but Doofus is only doing it on his own channel. So I'm gonna, after I finish my service, I'll probably start doing that. Combine mine, Doofus's, who else posts show matches on the regular. I think it's only me and Doof. Ooh, good. From Latof, that's a great drone defense there from Latof. I'm not sure who else actually. It's me, Doof, Ed. I think it's the next one that comes into mind. Oh, both players fumbling their drones, but of course, sorry, Latof obviously double drone as always. Power drop from Kwos goes on top left. I think in reply that players usually plan their power drop first top left, right? So that's why Kwos' power drop is there. Let's repair that, and Latof's power drop goes by the service depot. Interesting. And Rhino's already on the way. I think that's just one single Rhino. He went for a drone next, or a miner next. Oh, and the third drone does go down, but Latof wants to get this miner actually down because it's damaged. I think he'll be able to get it. Kwos doing a fantabulous job. Smart job of pulling the miner all the way down to his bottom left, away from that Rhino. But in comes that second power drop. Scatter, scatter, scatter. From Latof going to his top right. So double war. What? 4, 5, 6, 7 minus for Kwos. Latof 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. He needs to micro this one away, but Kwos, look at that! Look at Kwos! Oh! Oh, Kwos! Catches Latof out of the blue there. And all Latof with a huge disadvantage. Well, not that huge, but getting a couple rhinos sniped there. Latof out of nowhere, man. 3 war factories. And the power drop top right goes down as well, so no expansion for the eco. Actually, we don't see anyone probably go for these gems. And Kwos still pushing forward here. Not sure what Latof's build actually is. Yeah, it's alright. The build is fine. Just that he lost that power drop, so he can't expand. He does have a radar out. Kwos on the other end, still in triple war. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miners now. Latof 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's a miner down. And Latof now going in with those Desos defensively. We'll see a sentry gun, and then we'll see the Deso right behind it. Yeah, I think Kwos is almost at his peak. I think he can still go even further actually. There you go. So there's a double Deso behind that sentry gun. Kwos gonna push, Latof gonna push it all the way towards the edge as well, which is nice. Oh, the sound lets are way too soft in my ears. So that's down to his bottom. Kwos still pushing forward here. Still on 3 war factory. 7 expanded just, yeah, going for a couple drones now. That's on 4 war factories. So it's a war factory ahead, but Kwos has expanded all the way along the top. Latof obviously does not have anything along the top right, so he can't push in there or expand there either. Drones not coming out for those Desos. The colonies I don't think will be enough. Latof moving seems to be all the way. Ooh, 1 drone down, the other 2 damaged. Look at this from Kwos. Oh, the colonies will control shifted, and there you go. The Desos are now gonna come in and do lots of damage there. But the dogs get it! No, the dogs get rid of the Desos. Such a good attack for Latof now. Holding on to whatever that's left. But Kwos is gonna go all the way through here. he did have the tank numerical advantage, and he still will have all the way throughout this entire engagement. The Tesla Trooper, Flight Trooper come out to do some little bit of damage. The MCB goes down. Tesla does not get deployed. The lead coming out for Kwos. And we saw what Kwos had in, Latof had in mind, but he did not have the execution right, and that's going to be 2-0 to Kwos. What a beast this man is. See, I know my timings.
Tech building captured.
Okay, third game in the best of 13. Kwos absolutely dominant so far, but Latof did put up a hell of a fight on that last game. And we're moving on to Montana DMZ. Or DMZ. Weird how Z doesn't dominate on this map, right? I mean, the guy's name is in the map, for fuck's sake. DMZ. So Montana DMZ on RA2 this time is pre-capped, so players will be able to get their pair drops early and at the same time. That does allow players to go for the gems a lot quicker. But I like how both of them think here. Kwos and Latof, both players are going for their smaller gem patch and then their bigger gem patch. Why is that better? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just crushing on Kwos. Wait, what? What? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Wait. What did I say? Shit. Shit, I don't remember. What? Okay, I'll watch that later. God damn it, son. So double drone from Latof, as we've seen again. Just that one singular drone from Kwos. You know, I've watched Latof so much that I'm going double drone now in QM. That's the thing. I often go double drone, even when I'm up against an allied player, man. I mean, an allied player, of course, I'll always go double drone for the NGs. But I think this power drop is what's gonna be useful for Kwos. Look at him. He's gonna set up to defend now. And a preemptive service depot. And Wanderer goes in. Second drone gets caught by the clones. I think didn't scout there. That's what the issue was. Kwos' drone. Kwos go with double drone as well. One goes down. I think I'm gonna move the power drop down towards the other RGM patch. The second drone does go in, and it does get repaired. Kwos? What? There you go. So double war for Latof, of course, still that one single war. Third drone coming out for Latof here on top. I like that. There's a third drone from Kwos as well. He's looking to push forward. The center gun is out, does get rid of the drone. Kwos now attacking that miner. He does snipe it really well. And he will be out tanking Latof here to get rid of the rest of the rhinos as well. Where's the rest of his rhinos, Latof? There's the rest of your rhino. It goes for another war factory, and he can prime the war factory, but the FK miner is still there. That was a great snipe from Kwos. Prime the war factory, Latof. Come on. He goes down to build another ref, probably down towards the bottom, but that was a really good snipe from Latof. From Kwos, sorry, the miner was full on gems. He gets a snipe, and Latof still that one AFK miner over there. Not the best here from Latof. Is that an AFK miner from Kwos? Oh no, that's waiting to dump. Oh, my nephew's there. Right. That's right, I hear the children screaming in the background. There you go, finally gets that miner to work, but no more gems for both players. 1, 2, 3 war factories for Kwos, 3 for Latof as well, but Latof does have that AFC. AFC, radar up now. So you can go for that lab, but more often than not, he will go for the Desos. That drone is gonna die. Goes in that rhino, not the worst thing in the world. If Kwos doesn't see it, that drone will go into another rhino, and it does go into another rhino. But Kwos now going for that split down towards the top left and bottom right. Finally gets rid of that drone. And some dogs to do that power drop as well. So a good minus spread here from both players. No one on dry gem patches, gold patches just yet. But Kwos seems to be out-tanking Latof here pretty heavily in both situations. This is a paradox fodder as well, and even more reinforcements coming in from Latof for Kwos. Sorry, so Latof gonna be out-tank again, and even along the bottom, Deso is there. Deso's gonna do some damage. It looks like Latof does in fact push away and pulls away his miners as well. That's really nice. Was pulling back to regroup. So does Latof. Latof can push in along the top actually with his split. Forward right there from Kwos is going to get some fodder out pretty quickly if he primes it. When it comes to split onto his Latof along the top though, it's keeping Kwos busy around the bottom. That's going to mean that Kwos is going to be very late to reply on bottom. Deso comes out straight from the War Factory, but looks like Kwos is going to win that fight anyway without that split. Latof going to regroup as well before engaging again towards the bottom. And again, where's Latof's rhinos here? He does out tank along the top. Desos are here from Kwos to defend. Again, we're seeing a lack of rhino here from Latof. I wonder if it's because of his eco, if it's going broke. And that might mean that he maybe doesn't have the eco to keep up building, but I think maybe the case, might not be the case, because I can't see the eco unfortunately on the right hand side. Alright, so even on rhino numbers now, Desos for both players to be able to Kwos selling his MCV. Does Latof sell his MCV as well? There's a paradox down towards the bottom though. I think Latof did sell his MCV, I don't see anywhere else. There's paradox on the top and bottom. That paradox being TT'd. The top is all Latof gonna pull back. Kwos doing a really good job at holding here and probably pushing whenever he needs to, making the right decisions at the right time. But seeing as our both players did sell the MCVs, there is no chance of any IC getting popped out here. So it's pure tank control at this stage of the game. Both players still has that gem patch. They could long distance mine it. Kwos in a more optimal position to long distance mine. Latof not so much. A bit further. The paradox down on top right, gets ignored by Latof. Kwos pushes in across the bridge onto the bottom. Desos are there, though it does get deployed, but both players are in the radiation. Kwos rhinos are smoking a lot more than Latof's at the moment. Eco doing okay for both. The paradox almost getting that War Factory. Oh yeah, I mean both players are in a bit of a stalemate here. This is some really high level gameplay. Both players not actually throwing away any rhinos. They're thinking really methodically, choosing the right decisions, making the right decisions, thinking of what to do in this stage of the game. And it's pretty intense where every single rhino counts at this stage. Yeah, Sander, I haven't heard from Frank either. I did message him a couple times. But the thing is, if I put the tournament on hold and wait for him to come back, he might come back next year. Who the fuck knows, man? We never know when his AFK-ness will end. The drones will take care of that. That's so. Why did that drone not move? What? And Latof long distance mining gems. I like that. Again, both players still holding. The last of the gold patches is along the top and bottom. I think Latof has a pretty good geographical advantage here. He does have map control over the side where, ooh, good drone as well. Where Kwos wants to expand, and now Kwos getting 2 minus snipe there. That's amazing from Latof. Very good from Latof, sniping 2 minus out of the way. But Kwos is out-tanking Latof here. He does have the fodder and Desos ready, but Kwos I think he's gonna make a beeline for that bridge there. Looks like Latof tried to push in as well, but Kwos called GG there. He was in a losing position. The longer the game goes, the worse it's gonna be for him. I think that was an engagement along top that I missed, but he was left with 2 rhinos. Kwos getting 1 on the board, 2-1. Alright, small hiccup. Small hiccup there, my brother disconnected and reset the modem, the router. And I'm clearly using it. Thanks, bro. Anyways, we're back on Reconcile. Score is 2-1 to Kwos. Is it 2-1? I think it might be 2-1. I'll confirm that later. Confirm that later. But I think Latof did win that last game on DMZ for sure. And we are on Reconcile now. That fucking thing is so weird. Fucking Mira and his fucking emotes, man. I don't know where the fuck he gets them. So weird. Anyways, Reconcile as my chair slowly goes down. Latof top left, Kwos bottom right, both players moving their MCV towards the gold patch. Interesting. So I think Latof probably built here, then move. God damn it, my chair keeps falling! I contacted Secret Labs, but good. Because I have a 5-year warranty, so 6-year warranty. And this chair has only been 3 years old, maybe 2 years old. You haven't gotten back to me yet? Ooh. So got our drone here from Latof, who is on 4 minus, sorry. Preemptive service depot. Kwos on 5. Minor? 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 Power. I think that drone is damaged. Kwos trying to bait out that sentry gun. Doesn't work, and the miner does get drone. And he repairs the second one. He might just be planting them down by the other side. Also gonna repair his own drone. Is there gonna be another drone here from Latof? I don't think so. Is he gonna wait a little bit? So got that second wall from both players. Slowly building towards the gold patches, and the drone does get destroyed. So no second drone today. Well, the score, I have no idea. I think it's 2-2, but it might be 2-1. Kwos says it's 2-1 towards Latof, so we'll confirm after this. I kinda lost count after that disconnection. See, my Wi-Fi rarely goes down. It's more of some idiot pulls out the power plug. And in this case, that was my brother. Right, 3 more factories each. Another drone here. Kwos getting a third. And a second miner drone. Latof's third drone goes in. And both players already on their gold patches. I think Latof... Kwos, sorry, might be making a service depot. And he absolutely does. Colors aren't broken, you idiot. They're right to where they need to be. 3, 4 wall factories for both players. No one has moved to their big gem patches yet. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 minus for Kwos. Got 9 minus for Latof. So Latof's a miner behind. He's on that little radar tech though. Does he have a drone down here? He does, but I don't know where it is. I'm trying to click to find out where, but don't see it yet. Well, here we go. Here comes the split from Latof. Latof always the first one to engage, actually. Yeah, I think they're just still waiting to engage. I think Latof was the first one to try and engage, but I just pulled out a little bit. He did commit everything down towards the top though. That means Kwos is gonna make a beeline down towards the bottom. Sending the majority of his runs his way. He pulls back the miners as well. That's good. Sentry guns do get deployed. And Kwos is gonna use this opportunity to move down to its top right after that drone I think got killed. I think that move was primarily to make way for him to move his MCV actually. That's pretty pog. So lab out from Latof. Singing Kwos already moves MCV. Is Latof moving? Not yet. He isn't moving yet. It definitely should be moving soon. That's for sure. So Kwos pulling out 2 miners there as well. He's gonna have a really nice eco boost. He's gonna be some mod powers against bag. Ah, Kirov, right? And fuck it, go for it. Yeah, there's I think that was to predict the Kirov that might be coming in. But look at here. Kwos committing every down to his bottom. Latof does have that IC up. And he has sold his MCV. So IC sang that MCV, and look at Latof here spinning out to his upper. MCV is gonna go down along with those miners. Drones are being popped out here. I think Latof might be buying time for that IC basically. That thing is droned. And 2 miners go down there full on gems. Latof needs to prime this war factory, and there you go, he finally primes it. Just buying time for that IC here. Kwos making some drones. Look at that tango drone from Latof though. Kwos going in a straight line. However, it is his father that's coming in first. The IC is not going to be ready in 40 seconds. But Kwos' base is getting destroyed here slowly but surely. Tank numbers pretty even. 20 seconds to that IC. Latof just needs to hold here and play around with the building. Spider's getting his father here. The front of Rhino is not being engaged. And Latof going to push Kwos all the way back here. All the way back. And he's going to win that fight in his base. And Kwos going down. GG, and that's the second game in a row that Latof has won. It's 2-2 now. Boy, Kwos. Dorado Latof. Okay, Dorado. That's a huge game from Kwos. From Latof, sorry. I think that MCV cell was definitely worth it, getting that IC. Kwos was kind of going with the wild goose chase. Kwos knew he had to push. Kwos definitely had to push in the last game, but the thing is, the map is so huge. The map is very, very huge, and very, very much Latof does have the ability to sort of play out the time. And I can count, fuck you can. I think I can count better than Matt can. Right? Absolutely right. Yeah, I think Latof was really smart again that I see, seeing as though Kwos is out tanking him and just sort of playing time. And playing time, that's a CSGO kind of thing. And waiting for that IC to be ready. And when Kwos was kind of pushing there, he sort of waited, pulled out. And eventually he didn't even need to use the IC at all. He just he just out microed and outmaneuvered Kwos there. I think a huge mistake was from Kwos was that he was in sort of a straight line. When rhinos are being clicked in one position, it's more often than not they will go in a neat row of twos, and that's when Latof was able to sort of cut down that rhino lead that Kwos had, and just even out the tank numbers. And the fact that he split as well, while Kwos committed 100% towards the bottom left, well, Latof just sort of went 5 or 6 rhinos, took out the MCV, took out the 2 miners, everything down top right, and then moved his way to his bottom right. Kwos should have had a couple rhinos, a couple drones ready when he was committing 100% onto towards the bottom, because Latof was definitely gonna split. It's pretty textbook for someone to split whenever someone does that kind of maneuver. If you're not familiar with the maneuver that I'm talking about, for example, if let's say Latof has an army over here and an army over here, Kwos and Latof has an army over here and here, and suddenly Kwos, what happened with that last thing was Kwos committed all of his rhinos from on the right side to the left side and pushed everything onto the left. Meanwhile, Kwos only committed about 3/4 of his rhinos around on the right side towards the left and used the last quarter to push down towards the bottom right towards Kwos' space. At that point, it's textbook for Latof not to commit all of his rhinos on the right side towards the left. He only brought like a quarter over to do some damage onto Kwos' base, and that's when I think Kwos should have had some drones ready a lot earlier than what he did and what he had on that previous game. But we are on to the route of descent now. 4 war factories being pumped out from both players. Very, very nice textbook build here from both of them. I do feel that the build on the bottom right, or the bottom, or see on the bottom right itself, is at a huge disadvantage because of how the buildings are placed. You know, Kwos already has 4 war factories and already on that 3rd patch. Sorry, Latof. Kwos, 4 war factories, hasn't touched it close even yet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 minus for Latof. Of course, on the other hand, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, 10 minus. Sorry, 9 minus. Yep, 9 minus. For Kwos is gonna get a 10th out in a minute here. So we've got 5 war factories now for Latof. This should be moving to the top right pretty soon after he should be checking for drones, as they always do. But finally, Kwos gets on that 3rd patch, and now he has some pretty nice minor distribution. Latof has some really nice minor distribution as well. And here comes a split from Latof going on the right and on the left. Out tanked on the right side. Pretty even most of the time. But I like how Latof is definitely going the more aggressive route here, pushing in forward. Not giving Kwos any space to breathe. Almost gets caught out there. Almost gets caught out there with that split. All the way at the nick of time. 400 being pumped out now from Kwos. Is Latof gonna move? He in fact just sell their MCV instead of moving. Interesting. Looks like Kwos has sold as well. So 3, 4, 5, 6 war factories for Kwos, 6 war factories for Latof, and both players have sold their MCVs. Man, imagine being able to cast alone. I'm sure you can't imagine that. So, times have turned a little bit here. Latof was the one aggressing, and now Kwos is the one aggressing. Bad parting from that one singular miner there. But again, look at this again. Kwos splitting. Committing everything down to his top left. Meanwhile, Latof bringing more than a quarter this time onto the right hand side, and Kwos now has that drones ready. So he learned from his past mistakes here. But here's our tank. Here's out tanking Latof here. What is Latof gonna do? Latof gonna allow Kwos to get rid of 1 war factory. He does get sold. Minus getting hit there on that left side. Meanwhile, Kwos, oh, horrible pathing there from Latof. Tank control in a straight line. That's gonna give Kwos a huge lead here. But Kwos is broke though. See, both players are kind of broken. No, I think Kwos is a little bit less, a little bit more broken than Latof is. Latof gonna hold out a little bit here. Should probably sell all these buildings. He might be buying time for the battery, but so many drones out here from Kwos, they should be able to deal with it. This will be Kwos' game here from that one horrible pathing move. He pulls in the miner as fodder, but this is inevitable here. Kwos out tanking twice as much as Latof does, and GG should be coming out pretty soon here. Look at that, no more rhinos. But Kwos still holding on here, trying to do as much damage as he can, pulling in the miners, pulling in the conscripts. And finally you call GG. Whoa, Latof, what a horrible mistake there with the tank control, and mainly because of the power thing there. 3-2 now score. And you drink more. You know, I see me casting with Kane is actually a pretty good combo. We actually focus on the game. Alright, the yellow stone. And interesting that Kwos actually picked this map, not Latof. You focus on the game. Dude, I can make a compilation of how many times you don't focus on the game. Even when I'm casting with you just sort of zone out and talk over me. On my stream. Even when you're not streaming, you're still not focusing on the game. Exactly, Kate, exactly. This is why the YouTube comments do not like Mats. I think there's been like a handful of YouTube comments that seem like lol, the caster does not focus on the game, he's missing all the action. Right? You and Lloyd, right? Missing time by 3 minutes, not gonna play 12 points plus extra fly. Ooh. I said check QM. What a QM? Told you not to post it on YouTube? I'll post it just to make fun of Matt. Okay, so ooh, drone gets hit there. So first Paras or first war factories to go buy their oil. The drone is one hit from dead, so Latof should be able to do that pretty easy. There you go. However, second drone does go in here for Kwos. Second minor drone for Latof. Latof's double drone still ready. Surface depot up. I'll just upload the Poltergeist game and nothing else. True. Probably a YouTube short. I need to make my YouTube shorts, man. I'm so busy nowadays. I can barely edit videos. So, of course, pushing it out to the bottom here. Double drone is there for a Latof. It pushes away the rhinos actually. Fodder coming in for paradox. That's nice. One drone does go in. 3 minus for Latof, 3 minus for Kwos. And successfully defends that push. Think about a 4th miner coming out here for Latof. Kwos, where's his 4th miner? He's desperately trying to take care of that power drop though. But the sentry gun is there. Kwos might be doing a huge mistake there, and he does. Kwos making a huge mistake there. I think a very well timed power drop from Latof. Latof will be able to snipe away that mine, and the drone goes into another Latof and another Latof and another rhino. And Kwos goes down. Kwos goes down, Latof pulls it back 3-3. GG's. Yeah, Yellowstone is definitely Latof's territory. Yeah, that was when I was about to say that. It's pretty interesting that Kwos picked Yellowstone instead of Latof. GG, 3-all. Everything leads to drama. Yeah. I don't know what to say, Miller, man. He sometimes he's a fun guy to, not a fun guy, but he's just a decent guy, like a normal guy to be around. But other times he's just a so toxic, salty being, man. Like I messaged him on Discord. You in QM, bro? Let's play. And then when we're playing, he says immediately after the first game, "Oh, my game alt tabbed." I was like, "Yo, are you pressing alt?" No, I'm not. It's like, then you're probably pressing alt then. And it's like, then he's like, "Oh, you're cheating. You're hacking me. You're cheating." Like, dude, really? It's like, oh man, this guy. Then like a couple hours ago when I was playing him, he wasn't toxic at all, and we actually had a bit of trash talk. He messaged me and he was like, "Oh, you're not using cheat this time in game." And Miller messaged me on Discord and he was like, "Oh, I thought you were rubber shoes." I said, "No, I wasn't. Still beat you though." And then the next game, he beat me, and then he was like, owned with the smiley face with a tongue sticking out. I'm like, this fucker, this guy can actually be pretty funny. And then I beat him in like 3 games or so. So like, it's all good. It's all good. Caught cheating by Miller. That's what I said in admin chat, man. The guy called me out. I got caught lacking by Miller. Yeah, exactly. Oh, is that a double drone? Where did the other drone go? Oh, it was a double drone. Ooh, Latof getting that double drone successfully in. What's it gonna pump it out? Is it gonna make it in time? Is it gonna make it? It's not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it. Kwos and shambles. Losers and minor 2-way double drone. That's what we love from Latof. Those double drone plays, Legend and Latof are amazing at it. And down goes one miner. I really don't know why he didn't pull it back a lot earlier. He chose to dump that miner before putting it to the service depot. Yikes. What water? Like, third drone does not go in. Actually, it's not number 1 right now. Oh, after that drone? Maybe. Kwos just might be tired here. So rare mistakes from Kwos. He is now a miner down, and Latof now using that opportunity to push ahead here. Drone goes down. He does snap another miner here. Kwos, what are you doing, buddy? He is getting Dipsy Meduza'd by Latof here. Another miner is about to go down. That's on low health. Where's this miner going? He wants to get in the fight too. And Kwos, Latof should have the micro here to pull away and target around those rhinos when they see them coming. And they go, even with fodder available, it's too much of a lead here that Latof has, I think. And there you go, GG is being called. Latof now in the lead, 4-3. And the best of 13. I definitely still think that Kwos is, at this stage, is not much better, but in terms of, it used to be Marco number 1. Oh well, I'm not counting Woody. It used to be Marco number 1, Legend number 2, and then Kwos the close third, right? But this time Latof is in the mix, so that definitely changes some things. And at this stage, I think, entire Spectre. At this stage, I think Legends might just lose his number 2 title here. I think Kwos at the moment is number 2 after Marco. Legend is not far behind though. Legend not far behind. Miller over actually. I think you're right, Berg. I think you're right. I mean, what a shame for me to lose. I think I've lost a total of 4 games to Miller in my entire QM career. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable conditions! Unacceptable! I don't know, Miller is actually a pretty... The thing is, Miller makes you work for it, right? Miller makes you work for the win. The dude, like, bro, recently the dude, like, he out-microed me, man. Yeah, water I will be. Fucking, Miller out-microed me. He sent a paradrop. I was on Desert Island. I moved to mid. He sent a paradrop top left. I sent my rhinos there to deal with it and a couple miners, and then I pulled back. While I was pulling back, he sent in this NGIV, capture my MTV. Like, dude, the dude is making progress. The dude is making progress, man. I think I played against Larry earlier today as well, and he seems to be showing some good progress as well. He made me work for that win on fucking Downhill Rush. It annoys me how much I destroy. Exactly. It's like, I don't get how the dude still has eco after spamming 15 GGIs and 10 pillboxes. Like, any other solo factions viable? Not really. In the rebalance patch, it is, but in vanilla, it's not. Actually, I don't know why the rebalance patch is not meant. It's not played in competitively. I do think the rebalance patch 2.0 is good, and we probably should like try it out in competitive terms. Mine is a Yuri, of course. I think Yuri is massively underpowered there. Still pretty annoying though. Still very, very much annoying. Alright, anyways, top left, bottom right here. Latof on the top left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus. Kwos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus. So he's about to get a 9th there. Latof already on radar, triple war. Kwos is on 4 wars. Yeah. So where's that miner going? So the trend here in Tiburon has definitely changed a little bit. Players used to move their MCP up to War Factory, but now I think they decided to base walk all the way down towards the bottom and then move their MCV. I think it's pretty much because of the defensiveness of having a couple War Factories up so that you get your production effective before you move. But it's quite a distance that you have to move here. But Kwos already getting a 4th position. Yeah, I think in terms of yeah, because Desos are so mainstream now, it's kind of like Like the next most useful thing I can think of is Russia with the Tesla things, but they need to be control shifted. They don't shoot move, and they're so weak. Like it's not viable to use them. Rhinos are better than Tesla tanks. That should not be the case. Well, 5 war factories here for Kwos. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Latof. He hasn't moved there. Kwos has moved with a long of a miner down towards mid. And this two-prong attack there might be something for Kwos here. He is out-tanking Latof. Exactly, and they are short range, yeah. So it kind of defeats the entire point of having a tank there. You know, a special unit is supposed to be better than the normal units I usually have. If it's supposed to be a tank. Terrorists? Trash. It's like, why would you have a terrorist there? They're through there, they don't do that much damage, yeah. And they're pretty easy. Like, they have not much health. I think it's more of the Deso is overpowered. The general idea of the Deso is overpowered. More than anything else. Okay, so right side Latof going over split here. He might be able to snipe a miner. Oh, and 2. Snipes 1. And uses the Desos here as a choke point. Very, very nice. And moves them to be all the way towards the second jump patch. Yeah, the drone zone does take out the rest of the Desos, but he does have a forward ore patch. And a forward jump patch and a forward barracks. 40 Desos come out of fresh from the barracks. Kwos though does have a huge number of war factories. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 war factories. Latof still on 4, so 2 war factories down. He will have an advantage. And look at this. Latof doing a Kwos committing all the drones on the right side. You are using the Desos this time to defend. Instead of Kwos's drones. Yeah, but I think in Blitz, the rebalance patch is turned on though. I remember Ivor talking to me about it. Ooh, look at this from Kwos. I missed this. Kwos splitting all the way around the bottom, around the left side. He is attacking Latof though. Sentry guns not there for Latof, not yet. Latof pulls back. I think Kwos did snipe one single miner there. Meanwhile, on the right side, they're still being pushed back. This army in the middle. Kwos has so many rhinos there. I don't know, Kane. Ivor was talking to me about the rebalance patch and whether I think it should be implemented in Blitz, and I told him it's a much better use. Since he has all the factions, might as well put the rebalance patch on where all the factions are more useful. I'll just see rhinos all day. So Kwos has expanded all the way down towards the bottom middle here, bottom left side, so he does have war factories available for him. Latof not spreading all the way to the top right. There's a pretty long get up to be around here. High rhino counts in all angles, all areas here. And look at Kwos, there's so many rhinos. I'm a little bit scared, pulled away for a moment there. There's nothing down in mid, so everything down happening in the left and right side. Right side, Kwos out tanking, left side, Latof out tanking, but Kwos should have a war factory pretty close by. Look at this, another split here from Latof. He will be able to get a war factory out of the way. Desos out from the forward barracks. Down on the bottom left though. Latof still pushing through. One of them is droned. It does go into another drone. Meanwhile on top right, Desos does get deployed and Centrical is there as well. Latof pulling back with the miners. And the drones does take out their rhino lead there. Kwos attacking out towards the bottom left. SB is about to go down here. Drones. Sorry, Desos are still there. There's still quite a bit of damage on the bottom left, however, Latof still getting out tanks. And Kwos still going all the way through there. Latof is definitely not going to survive the engagement. Meanwhile, Kwos on the top will not survive his engagement. He did get rid of the MCV, but the refinery is still there. That means the miner can still mine pretty effectively. And Kwos now attacking Latof in both fronts. Latof only with one pretty decent sized army. Meanwhile, Kwos, 2 huge armies on the left and the right side. We're ready to pump and ready to dump and ready to go. Side drones are the answer here for Latof. He needs to pump them up on the left side though. That's what's being used to defend on the right. The left side still pushing in. Latof needs to prime this war factory and watch the drones. There you go, drones finally moving over to the left. Kwos is gonna pull back. And the top right hand side though, Dazzles are still there, but the miners are now all gonna go down. Looks like Kwos is gonna try and defend his MTV here. The drones now being pulled all the way back towards the top side. So many drones go in. And I think that'll be it for Latof. He doesn't have much to defend with. Kwos can split down here to do even more damage. Lots of deaths there for Latof down by his main base. Or his expansion there, but Latof can pull back on the right hand side here. The lag does push down a little bit. And another spin down towards Latof, down towards the bottom left there. I didn't see this coming. So it's not over yet for Latof. Lots of the rounds are smoking. Still pushing all the way through here. And Latof does score GG. That's Marco's grave. True. Alright, Kwos now pulling it back. 4-4. Pretty intense. Legend, will you ever get a vape? What do you think of vapes compared to cigarettes? Okay, 4-4 is the score. We're all tied up in the first 2-7. So we've got 3 games to go before anyone can take the entire series away. And on the 9th game here, we're on thin ice. I had to think there on which game we were on. I was like 4-4, 9, 4, 8, 9, 9. And there we go. What an ugly map. How dare you? This is a Josh map. No, thin ice is a nice map. What do you mean? Let's screenshot that. Screenshot that. How dare you, legend? Vape like a pussy smoker, come on. Okay, as someone who does not smoke, you have no right to talk about that. I used to do cigarettes until it got too expensive. I don't know if vapes are banned in Jordan. I didn't know South Park was that recent. Get double drone here from Kwos. Kwos seems to be adapting here, going double drone just like Latof is. So target definitely the miner down by the war factory and the miner by his main base. So sentry gun should be up here. Perfect, sentry gun from Latof. Second one though does get drone, but there's a service depot preemptive from Latof. Second drone does go down. I don't know, Legend, you tell me. Are vapes banned in Jordan? I don't know. Yeah, I clearly said that. Oh, the drone does go down either way. So Kwos going one miner here, hoping to get a bit of damage down by the miners, by Latof's miners, but it doesn't do well. Or does it do well, but rather gets pushed away actually. Sorry, I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm getting a little bit nauseous. So Kwos already on that gem patch, long distance mining not the bad thing in the world. Latof on the other hand is looking to build towards his gold patch before he gets the gems. Split again here, but there's no miners down towards the bottom. Latof has sold his refinery on the bottom and is pushing along the top here. Death souls are an option. Double war. Look at Latof here using the high ground advantage, sniping away a miner, sniping away the rhinosaur, and I believe a miner gets drone there. Kwos learning from his past mistake is not gonna dump it. Not gonna dump it, immediately sends that to that service depot. Third war out now for Kwos, and he goes with a drone to get that miner by that gem patch. Oh, Kwos killing the gems as well. What is this? Now Kwos goes with a radar. Yeah, Legend, I think you have a filter on for the thingy. I don't have a filter on in my stream. Oh, but Latof is out-tagged. Latof is out-tagged. The drone goes into the miner as well. What micro here from Kwos. And the death cell will get deployed, but unfortunately it does go down and the miner goes down as well. What a play here. What a move from Latof. Out-tanking, sorry, what a move from Kwos. Out-tanking Latof immediately from the start. Sniping a miner that was full on gems, and now Latof forces out his MCV to keep up the eco. Unfortunately, did not get a ref by the left side of the river here for that gold patch. And now Kwos with a huge advantage. Having that MCV, having efficient miners. What is Latof gonna do here? He's gonna long distance mine that last gold patch before he can slowly make a move. He's constantly hitting broke here, so he won't be able to even get units on the field without constantly going broke. And Kwos using the time to repair. What is that engineer going? Multi-engine is on, but so using the death cells to defer away, but Kwos! Oh, Kwos! Kwos! Oh! Kwos using that cliff to his own advantage. Latof was sitting on that cliff, and that allowed Kwos to use the death cells because the tank spouting are horrible. And there you go, death cells being used to defend, but Latof now pushing down to the south right. He does split a couple riders to get rid of that MCV. Meanwhile, he pushes Kwos here down towards the bottom. MCV does get sold. The barracks is up next to stop any death cells, but Latof, Kwos, sorry, does have another barracks nearby. Latof pushing forward. There's a couple rounds before pulling back. That right hand split though does have a couple rounds to be prepared to defend, but however, Kwos does out-tank Latof a lot. And down he goes. Kwos getting back the lead. I know Latof won Kyo on this map. This was when Latof eventually won the entire, like the third place of the Internet World Championships. It was an absolute amazing game. But against Kwos might be a different story here. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Berg did make some changes here for Stronghold. So it was previously that the bottom player does have a huge advantage because you can get to the 3 gem patches pretty easily. And I think Berg sort of evened that out here for the top player. This gem patch was originally here and moved down a little bit further down. It's still quite a distance from the 3rd gem patch, I think. The bottom player still definitely does have an advantage. Hey! Let's see what you have there, bud. I still think... I don't know whether you can place the ref here. I think you need to kill 1 gem. Wow, 1 gold patch before you can place another ref here for that gem patch. Even still, like, for the bottom player, you just build along here and it's perfectly placed for your buildings. Yeah, it's because of the fucking... all the buildings are orientated as well. So it's a disadvantage naturally by the game, thanked EA. So Stronghold top right, bottom left, Kwos on the bottom left here, Latof on the top right. And Kwos doesn't get a miner drone. So we're speaking based on the whatever I was talking about earlier with the advantages. Kwos should have an advantage here with the eco. Unfortunately, it seems to be building straight towards here. She'll be building down by the water, actually. Maybe just prepping for something different. Let's see, good build out of Latof. We're going all the way across. I choose a long distance mine, not the worst thing in the world. It is a bit less efficient, especially when you're bottom player. You have a lot more opportunities to go down. Double warpable players, mine count, that's 456. And there's a 6 for Latof as well. Good defense there with that drone. Here we go, Kwos. So far, Latof, I think both of them have been back and forth in who was the first one being engaging. Definitely, Kwos is the aggressor. Most of the case, he is a serial builder. He loves his build orders, and it's generally pretty amazing at his build orders as well. It's quite rare that you see him fuck up a build order or have any questionable build orders. This drone here from Latof still on the move. It's waiting to get into a miner. It's gonna snipe away some of the fodder that's incoming. Of course, they're gonna send a miner to deal with it. Not the best thing you wanna have, but taking out the fodder here is pretty huge. It's a small thing, but it's a small thing that matters, especially in this game of fine margins. So radar up now for Latof, and now the deserts are being pumped out. We got 4 walls for Latof. We got Kwos, sorry, we got 3 walls for Latof. Still waiting to push in. The drone is still there. I think Latof might engage with that drone into a miner when Kwos is distracted. What is that? So split coming in for Kwos. Latof sees it coming. Gonna use the drone to deal with one of the splits. And the 2 drones will give each other a kiss as they pass by each other. Good bait to kill that drone from Latof, and Kwos giving a huge opportunity there for Latof to push in, and he's gonna snap some miners along the way. I think that's primarily the aim here for Latof, sniping a couple miners along the way. Not really looking to do any sort of damage onto the buildings, but rather sniping a couple miners there. And look at the Desos are coming in, they will get deployed. They will get deployed, and that's going to push away Kwos just a little bit here. Even more radiation going all the way through. And the left side here, Kwos on a wild goose chase, chasing Latof all the way down. Latof will regroup on the left side here, using the Desos to push away the rhinos on the right side from pushing in as well. It's a pretty smart play there. The horrible bathing from the rhinos, that means that 2 of them will get heavily damaged. And there will be a couple of drones there to deal with that Deso. So on the 4 wall factories here, Latof now on 4 as well. Kwos hasn't built his 5th yet. He does build the radar, but he's on low power. Also looking to split once again. And this time Latof pulls out the Connies. What's going on, Zed? Ooh, good bait there from Kwos. Pushing in with the rhinos and then letting the drone kill the Deso, but the sentry guns out there from Latof, so Kwos doesn't want to push this necessarily. Look at this on the right side as well. Fodder available for Latof. Kwos gets that MCV out the way. So no more efficient miners there. There's an AFK miner on top right for Latof. Really good stuff there from Kwos. Sniping that MCV out the way. That means that Latof won't get any more wall factories and only get an IC or another ref to get the gems efficiently. Where the real Jordan #1? It's right here, bro. He's right here in the game. That was Nox's title, by the way, not mine. Okay, so Latof looking to push over on the left side, forcing that choke point there against Kwos. Kwos is going all the way in. It's a choke point there, Kwos. But both players going at it here. I think Kwos with the rhino advantage will come out there victorious, even though it was a choke point. Latof not gonna stay around to find out, but the 2 drones that does go into the rhinos. And the rest of the rhinos here on that cliff. Kwos is a little bit sleeping there. Does snap a couple, but on the left side, Latof desperately wanting to use those Desos, and he does outnumber Kwos. And both players still regrouping here, waiting to push in. Kwos gonna commit 100% on the left side. He finally decides not to push all the everything on the left side. Latof putting a push on the right side as well, snapping a couple miners. Those Desos are right there as well. So if Kwos pushes against him, there will be a Deso deploying here. And look at Latof again, snapping yet another miner on the bottom right hand side there. That split should be dead long ago, and it's gonna die right now. And again, more Desos getting deployed here. Latof forcing Kwos to go one way, and the only way is where the Desos are at. Absolute elite gameplay here from both players. Kwos sacrificing 3 rhinos as to deal with the Desos. Absolutely amazing. And another split here on the right side here. Latof seems to be doing an amazing job here, keeping Kwos busy on the left hand side while he snipes miners on the right hand side. Another miner snipes, gonna go down here. Kwos eco is doing okay. He does have a fair few numbers of miners on the left side, but he is getting sniped so many times here. And of course, I've had enough. He's gonna commit everything on the left side here. Takes out a lot of Latof's rhinos. Is it gonna be enough here? Latof with another rhino down towards the bottom left. All Latof needs to do is hold for this base trade. Does he have the eco for it? It's gonna get rid of the MCV. No, it's not. Kwos did have enough rhinos. Latof with doing some amazing splits here about Kwos with the better build, with the better eco, with the better war factory numbers. That's gonna allow him to survive in this sort of base trade that was happening. It's been a pretty long game here. We're coming up to 10 minutes. And that was yeah, that was a significant lack of Desos there when Kwos was pushing in on the left side. Not sure what that's all about. He pushes in with the minus this time, Latof. There's no more ore left except for the small gold patch on the right hand side. Latof looking... It seems to be inevitable that here that Latof will lose, but he's still holding on. That was a random rhino that took out a war factory down to the bottom left. Not sure where that came from. Look at Latof still holding on. Look at Kwos still pushing forward. Look. Kwos moves his V all the way to his top left. That's some BM shit right there. The drones are being pumped out now. Latof holding on pretty well, but I think it's more of Kwos not engaging. He can definitely win this fight here. He's just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Doesn't want to give anything away. Slowly taking care of the buildings. Latof on the other hand could go for some splits, but I don't think he wants to take away any rhinos from his main time. I think Latof's right. Yeah, Kwos might be playing it safe, but it might be a little bit too safe here. There you go. He outtanks Latof by about 5 or 6 rhinos at this point. Just go balls to the walls. There we go. 4 rhinos remaining for Latof. GG's been called. That's gonna be 6-4 and match point to Kwos.
Tech building.
Here we go. Match point. Latof putting up a really good fight. Putting up a really good fight on that last game. But I think Kwos just had the better eco and the better build, so he was able to sustain a lot longer. Even though Latof was doing a hell of a job keeping Kwos on the busy on the left side while he split and snipes wall factories and miners down in Kwos's base. But we are on a divide. Freeze is over. One of Latof's maps. Actually, one of Kwos's map as well. We saw Kwos against Keoki earlier on. I think I'll post that video. Fuck it, I'll post it. That was a hell of a game. Kwos was so dominant there. Geoki's tank control just let him down so goddamn much. And Kwos ended up winning 4-2. And that last game on Sitting in the Siege was just a bit of a mindfuck. I didn't know what was happening. Particularly in Geoki's gameplay. I'm not sure why he did the things that he did. Why he threw away 3 rhinos to snipe his MCV when they was never gonna get it. Etc, etc, etc. By the way, we are on divide freeze. And players not going for their dangerous ore first. The worst thing in the world. I think we will see that double drone from Latof. If Kwos did build on his oil first, the double drone will be a lot more deadly, but because he didn't, I don't think it will be as deadly. So one drone there. What's the other drone? There it is. So you're gonna go around the back. One in. I think at this stage, when your opponent is, oh yeah, there's a war factory, so a second drone. It's kind of going down towards the bottom right. At this stage, if your opponent is building in sort of a one direction and the double drone is not as effective, that's where I think players should probably go for. Oh, hidden sentry gun, nice, of course. Should drone the same miner again. Like at this stage, of course, drone that second miner, and if that miner, let's say, went a little bit further, that miner would have been in a lot more trouble. Could have possibly, even if, especially if the miner was on the red bar, could have died a lot quicker, and of course probably wouldn't. At this stage, you wouldn't be able to save it because the service is so close, but any other opponent that might not have repaired it all the way might have lost that miner, would have lose that miner. Oh, another miner going in. Oh, it's here. So of course, second war actually goes down towards the bottom right. The third war goes back in base. And of course, if a couple rhinos moving down towards the top left here. Double sentry gun from Latof. Hasn't built the ref up there just yet. Got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 4, Latof. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus for Kwos. 4 wars to 3. And it does get drawn and does save it. And out comes a radar typical for Latof. So not much of a war factory lead here by Kwos. He is rich on money. He's about 10k currently. Latof's on 5k, so Latof spending his money a lot better than Kwos is. What is Kwos building? Doesn't seem to be building any buildings at all. There you go, that's a 4th war. And if I went off topic. True. Dude, Dave got offended when I said this is a Christian Minecraft server. This is a very, very well-known meme across the entire internet. So got 10th minus here coming up for Kwos. Latof with a 9th, which one of them is droned. Just send it up for repairs. Because of a split now, Latof out-tanked pretty heavily here. Maybe about 5 or 6 rhinos there. Got to go with the Deso. So got 5 walls for Kwos. Latof trying to go with split here, but Latof does. Kwos does catch him up, sorry. So Latof split here. He needs to take care of the miners with the rhinos that are ahead. Kwos, as a precaution, does pull away with those miners, but he might snipe one. He does snipe one. And Kwos again setting Latof with a wild goose chase here. He will be able to get snipe the other one. But Kwos amazing with the fodder there. Setting the fodder where Latof would be, so he wouldn't be able to snipe the miners. The little things, boys. The little things that do a lot of damage here. It looks like Kwos is engaging on top as well. Deso does get deployed and goes down. But the bad pathing there. Where is that Deso? Deso is on that cliff. So it's hidden under that cliff. Oh, this is a sneaky spot. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a sneaky spot for a unit. Let's go down anyway. So builds all the way towards the left side here. Kwos still hasn't gotten the gems yet. Latof, sorry. Kwos 5 wars. Latof 6 wars. Eco's doing okay. Latof is hitting broke though. So he will not have any sort of better eco. You know why he's going broke? Because of this. The gems are right there, man. Just send one miner over and plant a ref down there. Good defense with that drone. And a good priming of the war factory as well. So split. Not an option here for Kwos. He instead reinforces that split. Latof, get the gems, bro. I don't think they're out tanking. I think it's pretty even, actually. Latof is on 6 walls, but he's going broke. He's on 7 walls now, still going broke. Get the fucking gems! Sounding like mad now. So Latof still has the drones. He's gonna cut off the rhinos here. Horrible battling from Kwos. I think that's not his fault. It's Kwos. He's gonna make a move down towards the middle there with that MCV for the gems. There's a clear opportunity here for someone to make use of some sort of pathing. And look at that Latof. Very, very wise to pull away. And the rest of the rhinos do get cut off with pathing there. So both players cutting off the rhinos that did not do well on the pathing. Kwos, Latof gonna sit down there while he goes down to the bottom left and the bottom right here to slap a couple of miners along the way. Meanwhile, down on top left, rhinos are pushing forward the drones from that nearby war factory. Latof pulling back his miners. Drones are for both players readily available. Let's see where they go with here. Latof splitting out towards the bottom right as well. But along the top right, there's so many rhinos here. The drones are being pumped out, but unfortunately, the drones have stopped being pumped out because Latof is broke, having to pull away with those miners. And Latof is be doing a lot more damage than Kwos is at the moment. There's only one more factory left for Kwos, but he does have a lot of rhinos and a MCV available. He's going to get rid of the last war factory here. But does Kwos? Oh, he builds another one. And he has enough refineries and war factories to defend here. Latof, on the other hand, does not have enough. He is broke. He does not have enough miners. He does have an elite though, which is not droned. One more rhino drone there. There you go. I don't think Latof had it, man. I think Kwos was pretty even, but the fact that Kwos went to his middle means that he was playing for the long game as well. And the number one reason here is the top left patch of gems and ore. Latof really didn't even touch that top left patch. If he got just one refinery, it would have been enough to probably survive him a little bit longer. Is he gonna try to push down to his middle here? But it's inevitable that Kwos will win this. Double war now. Look at the amount of rhinos he has, and look at his eco. Oh boy. Really not sure why Latof didn't even touch that top left patch of gold there. Elite still hold on along the bottom as well. This is the mentality that I like from both these players. They do not give up. But there you go. Once Kwos pushes in, down he goes. That's gonna be it's 7-4 to Kwos. Gee, fucking jeez. Latof does know the map. Latof does know the map. I'm just not sure why he didn't go for that. So that's $20 to a Kwos.